Hi ladies, do you have endometriosis pain and you want to start applying self-care today? Awesome, because I have 3 hands-on tips for endometriosis for you to get out of pain today. And also, I encourage you to use these preventatively so you don't have as huge flare-ups. Okay, so thank you so much for tuning in today. My name is Dr. Gina Terranoni, and I am the owner of Holistic Health Journeys for Women. And I've helped over 2,000 women and couples get pregnant over the last 22 plus years. I also support women with fertility, pregnancy, postpartum, perimenopause, menopause, all things under the spectrum of women's healthcare. So thanks for tuning in. Do me a favor and subscribe below so you can get notifications of when my next release of a video is, because I want to help you, especially get out of pain. So there's a number of factors when choosing treatment plans according to holistic and functional medicine. And what I want to do today is give you a couple of quick tools that you can add into your everyday life, nothing complicated, as to prevent overwhelm or disinterest, right? I want you to do it because I want you to want to do it and you'll help yourself. So the information provided in this episode is based on clinical research as well as clinical outcomes with my personal patients. And that's why I share them with you, because I want to help you too. Again, always check with your doctor before trying anything like this on yourself. But again, it's easy. You can do it at home. No big deal. The only side effect really is going to be pain relief for endometriosis. So let's do this. I want you to picture yourself sitting, either taking a break or reading or hanging out with family at home. And you may or may not be experiencing pain or cramping. So what can you do to help yourself get relief from cramps or to prevent future cramping and endometriosis pain? You can apply acupressure to specific points that are known to help with cramping and spasms, and they help with blood circulation and specifically blood stasis, like stuckness in the body. So if you've ever been treated by a licensed acupuncturist or a doctor of Chinese medicine, you may have heard about the impact of the liver functioning on your blood circulation, impacts of stress, and a whole lot more. There's a fantastic acupressure point located on the liver channel, or sometimes they're called meridians. Don't worry about that. I'm going to show you where it is. But this specific point that can help you with pain, and again, I would massage this every day. It's called Liver 3. Now, the name is Tai Chang, which translates to great surge or great rushing. So what I want you to think about right now is think of a rushing creek or a river that is beautiful. It's refreshing, it's powerful, it's forceful. You can feel it. Now, what I want you to notice if you're walking along the creek is that you see the edges of the water. It starts to get clogged up a bit, gets cluttered. There's sticks, leaves, logs, debris, just that build up, and there's resistance in the flow. So what happens there, the water can become stagnant and it's not as clear and fresh and clean as that moving water. Visualize that. Now visualize the clear flowing water. This is what we want your blood circulation to do. We want fluid movement with no constrictions, no blockages, otherwise known as pain in our bodies. You can use your thumb, your fingers, a little pressure point device, the back end of pen, and put pressure on Liver 3. It's located on, I'm not going to show you my foot. I'm going to give you a diagram instead because it might get complicated. But it's located on the top of your foot in the valley between the big toe and the second toe. And it's on both feet. So start with your finger. I'm going to use my hand actually, but I'm going to give you the visual as well. And then check the notes. I'll give you a diagram there so you don't forget. Act like this is your foot. And then you're going to take your finger and follow up and stop here. So really you're starting with the finger on the webbing in between your big toe and your second toe. And then you gently slide it up towards your ankle. It will be located, it's about 1 to 2 inches above the webbing of the toes. And most likely it's going to feel a little sore, achy in the area. So you do want to massage it gently for at least 5 to 10 minutes every single day. And do this on both feet. And not necessarily at the same time, but you can go back and forth. But if you can, awesome. This is a balancing point on the liver channel, and it's a great routine to get into every single day. And it can help with pain, it can help with cramping. It's also a really great point for stress reduction, for headaches. I mean, it's just do it. If you're doing yoga, I like when I'm just like sitting there at Baddha Konasana, bottoms at the feet together, I like to just press on these points. And side note, what you may notice, I think it's like a pool table with the pockets that collect the ball. Well, guess what? These points, and this is like bonus tip. This is called LI4. And when you combine it with liver 3 on the foot point down there, they're called the 4 gates, and they invigorate oxygen and blood circulation. They're good for headaches, stress, pain, periods, hormones, everything. Okay, so you want to do that. And there's other like sticker infrared heats, stickers that you can use at home too that stimulate the point. So the next tool is applying acupressure, just like applying acupressure to your liver 3 point, but you also will benefit from doing a foot soak. So I should have put this one first, but no worries, you got it. There's specific blood invigorating herbs that we use for foot soaks that help with blood circulation, do issues like due to blood stasis. But if you don't have the herbs, that's okay. You can always contact me, get the foot soaks. But look, you can still do this today. Here's something that can still help. I suggest doing a foot soak first, then you apply acupressure after your feet are out on liver 3. And you could do your hands too. So soak your feet for like 20 to 30 minutes in very hot water. If you can handle 105 to 110 degrees, always test the water. You'll need to take your feet out, do like a little electric teapot, add more hot water in, and just like bring it to temp before sticking your feet back in. Always test the water and mix it up. You can add in Epsom salts to the water and move it around with your feet. Again, that's not going to be as strong, and it won't get in and absorb in as like a strong treatment like the herbal medicine will. That's specific for blood invigoration, but you will still get some kind of relief, especially if you get headaches and that kind of stress too. Deep breathe. Rest your eyes as you soak and stay off devices and TV. You can read a book. You can drink a cup of tea. And if you have blood invigorating herbs, that's the best combo right there. But you want to do a foot soak, drink some tea, and then after, when the tissue's nice and soft, because you'll notice by the end of the day, it's like collects stress and it gets hard in these locations, but that's what you want to do. Okay, so that's 2 down. Next tool, when you wake up before you go to bed, it's called yoga mudra or child's pose. And if you do yoga, then you may be familiar with this pose. I mean, you should be familiar. I feel like everybody does it in almost every single class, and it's wonderful. The acupressure points that are activated in this pose are helpful to improve or prevent stomach and menstrual cramping. And you may also experience relief from some lung issues, gas, digestive issues, endobelly. Oh, the endobelly. This is a great pose for that too. So I'll give you a little bit of a walkthrough. And I encourage you again, start your day with this, end your day with this. Full circle, right? Taking care of yourself, focusing on self-care. So let's get you into this nourishing pose. So the trifecta approach is to do foot soak first, rest in this pose, and then apply acupressure to liver 3 as you're in child's pose. You can reach down and get to your foot area. Okay, so if you want to just like set your phone and get on the floor, you can sit on your heels and spread your feet about 2 feet apart. Your arms are hanging loosely at your sides and they're just resting on the floor or in the blanket. So if it's difficult for you to be in this position, feel free to put a cushion under your butt or a yoga block or a rolled up blanket or a towel. So you don't want to be like stressing and have this space between your butt and your feet. You want to just sink right in, okay? Inhale deeply and then exhale slowly. So now bend towards the floor until your head rests on the ground or on a soft pillow. So no restriction, no pressure in the neck, just completely sinking into the floor or pillow. And your arms are on the floor, by your sides of your body, with your hands on your feet. Now, if you can't reach that point, that's fine. Just hold this position. Just completely sink into it. Sink into the floor. Let everything go. Start breathing deeply into your belly. Rest your index finger on liver 3 if it's comfortable, if you can reach it. It's the valley between the big toe and the second toe. And it's about 1 inch or 2 up from the top of the foot. Breathe deeply in this position. Concentrate on breathing fresh oxygen into all of your muscles, into your belly area, and relaxing your head and your neck. And focus on exhaling any toxins, any tensions away. Each breath is slow and steady. Inhaling, exhaling. I recommend doing this 5 minutes every morning when you wake up, every night before you get into bed. You can start with just 1 minute and work your way up to more time. And then anytime you feel pressure or pain in the day, go into this pose. It's your little retreat cocoon position, okay? And after this, certainly you can spend more time. After you're finished, turn over onto your back for a few minutes if it's comfortable and continue to breathe in and out naturally. You can put the pillow under your knees, under your head, put a nice blanket over you, keep warm, never getting cold. You can also put a hoodie on, stay here as long as you like. Anytime you want to, you can save this recording and play that just so it gets you into, okay, I need to breathe. I need to relax into the floor. Let everything just settle. You're melting into the carpet or into the rug. Cover yourself up with blankets. Keep nice and warm. So I hope that you work these 3 tools into your daily self-care for relieving cramps and pain, endometrial pain. This is like a solid 3 tools for daily self-care routine. You can do them individually throughout the day. You can stack them. Foot soak first, then child's pose, then acupressure on liver 3. I hope this helps you. Again, don't forget to subscribe. I'm going to be giving a lot more acupressure tips and yoga poses for fertility and also for endometriosis and pain relief. And I really look forward to seeing you back here. So subscribe and I will see you soon. There's one more video in the series of endometriosis. I can't wait to share it with you.